one of the really powerful aspects of teaching is that we work with students who are going to be citizens and who are going to face and solve problems that are beyond what we are teaching them right now and what's happening in the world right now. And that future is not that far from us already. Imagine, for example, a video conference meeting of the physician training department of a medical device company with offices around the world. And in that, what's happening, it's a really rich plurilingual event, even though it sounds like English. Because when they're sharing slides, if the German person is sharing slides, often on the slides there are both German and English written in there, because those are slides that are being used in his office for the German market. And the diagrams can be bilingual as well. Also, the people are taking notes during the meeting. Well, their notes can be very different from each other. They typically have some of the English keywords that they're using, but the actual notes that they're taking are often bilingual, reflecting their own personal preferences and needs. And then also in their conversation, because a lot of the materials they're preparing for the products that they're bringing out to market, they need to eventually be translated and used in different markets. So, but they do want to have some common theme across the entire company. So they make sure they're having conversations that these would not work here, so in India, so we need to do something different, or let's do something that can be really nicely translated across the different markets and the different languages and the different cultures without having any significant conflicts with the context that we want to put that in. So what was interesting to me when my friend was relating these kinds of conversations that she's having with her team is that, first off, this is not the typical day at the office that we would envision in the 1980s, right? So this will probably be a typical day at the office in the years to come, or even more things that we're not envisioning right now. But definitely technologies will facilitate global communication. So this need to communicate with people across the globe who come from different cultures and speak different languages is going to be probably part of daily living. Also, what was interesting to me is that they had a shared language. They have shared language in this communication. They are talking to each other and they are speaking English, but nobody is correcting the American person, and the person from the UK is not stopping the American person and saying, that's not how we say it here. Focus is on communicating and making sense and doing a good job. Right? It's not, we don't have an insistent on one correct shared variety, and we also have other languages besides English being used to enhance participation, because being able to see any potential problems in the German market is an asset when you speak German, right? But also, and that helps develop and define joint projects. And it also supports networking and personal relationships. So the fact that some of the Indian American and the Indian representative have that shared language that they can chat with actually enhances their relationship and their collaboration.